In this video, we'll learn how to use the index law for powers of powers. We'll show you why it exists and give you a bonus question that lots of students often get wrong in tests and exams so you don't get caught out yourself. Before continuing with this video, make sure you have already seen our multiplication index law video because we actually use the multiplication law to find powers of powers. Links are in the description or top right corner now. Right, so let's see an example. Write 5 to the power of 4 to the power of 3 as a single power of 5. Now when we use powers of powers, you'll see brackets around the first power and then another power outside. Okay, so let's see the answer. 5 to the power of 4 to the power of 3 actually means 3 lots of 5 to the power of 4 all multiplied together. So you've got 5 to the power of 4 times 5 to the power of 4 times 5 to the power of 4. And using the index law for multiplication, we simply add together all of these 4s to get 4 plus 4 plus 4, and that's equal to 12. So the answer is just 5 to the power of 12. And that's it. We've just used the powers of powers law by multiplying the 4 times the 3 to get the 12. So all we need to do is multiply those two powers together. Okay, so to summarize, we have our powers of powers law down here, which is x to the power of a to the power of b is equal to x to the power of a times b. All we need to do is multiply the two powers together. Okay, so now it's your turn. Here are some more examples. Simplify each of these. Use the powers of powers law shown here on the right hand side. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, so here are the answers. For part A, 2 to the power of 3 to the power of 5 is just 2 to the power of 15 because 3 times 5 is 15. And likewise, the powers of powers law also applies to letters. So in part B, x to the power of 6 to the power of 2 is equal to x to the power of 12 because 6 times 2 is equal to 12. Okay, now for the bonus question, let's add some numbers. Simplify 5a squared all to the power of 3. Now be careful here, lots of people actually get this wrong. Pause the video and have a go. As a hint, both parts are inside the brackets. Okay, so here's the answer. Now if you'd have said 5a to the power of 6, you'd have been wrong. And this is because the 5 is also inside the brackets, meaning that it also needs to be cubed. The answer is in fact 125 times a to the power of 6. We have to cube the 5 and the a squared. So let's see why. So if we write the expression out, we get 5a squared to the power of 3 is equal to 5a squared times 5a squared times 5a squared, which is just 5 times a squared times 5 times a squared times 5 times a squared. And this can be rewritten as 5 times 5 times 5 times a squared times a squared times a squared, because you can multiply letters and numbers in any order. So we've got 3 5s multiplied together and 3 a squareds multiplied together. Now, 5 times 5 times 5 is 125, and a squared times a squared times a squared is a to the power of 6. And that's it. Our answer is 125 a to the power of 6. Thank you for watching. I hope you got those correct. Be sure to check out our next video, which is on the index law for division. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you have any suggestions for future videos. Subscribe so you get notified when the next video is out, and feel free to share with your friends if you think it would be helpful.